Okay guys, let's grab some dumbbells for the next bunch of exercises. Now the other thing I want you guys to do is grab yourselves either a flat bench or a multi-fold mat to create some elevation for these exercises. Working a single arm chest press for this exercise. So we're going to start off working those presses on one side, holding a single dumbbell. And then midway through, we're going to switch over and do the other side as well. Make sure your lower back is pinned against the floor and you've got a nice vertical push as far as your pressing is concerned. Your turn to try it. Two-in-one exercise for this one, guys. So we're going to start off with a single arm skull crusher, and once you get to the top of that, once you get to that vertical line with your arm, we're going to keep pushing up and go into a crunch, and then return back with your lower back nice and flat on the bench and straight back into the skull crusher for this one. Very important to minimize any movement in your elbow as you're working through, and just making sure you're pushing straight up and getting the full extent of that crunch throughout the motion. Your turn to try this one. Let's everybody repeat the last two exercises. with a neutral spine, we're going to bend forward and we're going to hold up a bent over row isometric pose. So you want to make sure your elbows are tucked in and you want to pull those dumbbells in all the way to your ribs, and we want to hold it there. Now you want to make sure that you don't look down. You want to look in front of you, so you're encouraging your back to remain in the right position and to stay nice and neutral. Your turn. Okay, standing up and going straight into an isometric arms extension for this one. So you want to make sure that your knees are slightly bent. Nice horizontal arms, and then we're going to maintain this for 45 seconds. Let's everybody repeat the last 2 exercises. Neutral to anterior rotation on this seated shoulder press for this exercise. So as the shoulder press comes down, we go into that neutral position, and then it's a thrust straight up with a rotating hand as you get to the top of it. Let's work one side, keeping a nice neutral spine, and then we're going to switch it up and do the other arm as well. Your turn to try it. Biceps curl with a single arm for this exercise. So just using the single dumbbell, which involves a little bit of core work, particularly in your obliques, to try and maintain a neutral spine as you do this. And then we're going from a neutral hand position into an anterior rotation so that we're really hitting the peak of the biceps with this one. We're going to do one side, and then next set we're going to do the other side. Your turn to try it. Let's everybody repeat the last two exercises. Unilateral flat chest press for this one, guys. So you can see I'm holding the left side up and I'm starting my reps with the right side. I'm going to get a bunch in and then I'm going to switch it up and hit the left side as well. And then I'm going to finish off by going bilateral and hitting both sides together. Your turn to try it. Unilateral skull crushers for this exercise. So very important to start off with that neutral hand position, just drawing a pair of parallel lines with your arms, and then we're going to hit the skull crushers on one side, making sure you're minimizing any movement in your elbow, and then we're going to hit the other side as well. Then we're going to finish off by doing a bilateral set, so doing both sides at the same time. Your turn to try it. Bent over unilateral rows for this one. So you can see I'm holding one of my arms right up at my ribs in that finishing position of the rows, and then I'm just doing my reps with my other arm. Now we want to make sure that your elbows are relatively well tucked in and it's just a straight up and down motion. Once you finish this set, switch hands and do the other side as well. Your turn to try it. working some unilateral hammer curls for this one. So very important to keep your elbows tight and tucked in by your side. And you can see that I'm holding isometric on one side and doing my reps on my other side. Having this hammer or neutral hand position is going to really help with hitting not just the biceps, but also your brachialis and lateral triceps to some extent as well. Your turn to try this one. This segment of the program is all about high intensity 30-second intervals. We'll pick up 2 exercises and train 3 lots of 30 seconds, alternating between exercises for a total of 3 minutes per set. Let's get straight into it. For this exercise, we're going to combine running with high knees on the spot with push-ups. So what we want to do is we want to start off running high knees on the spot, keep those knees nice and high, and then when we change after 30 seconds, we're going to work some push-ups nice and deep, working all the way down, all the way back up. And we're going to switch it up every 30 seconds. Your turn to try it. For this exercise, let's work some side planks with a supine
Abs Plank. So we're going to start off facing the left, going into that side plank. Now you can have your feet stacked together, or you can have your top foot in front of your bottom foot, and just making sure that we're keeping that straight line as far as the torso is concerned, from your shoulder all the way to your ankle. And then what we'll do is we'll turn around. We're going to hit the right side as well before we work our way into that supine position and go into that supine abs plank. So you want to make sure when you're doing that, you've got your head and shoulder blades lifted, arms are nice and straight in a vertical line so that you're emphasizing those upper abs. And then we're going to lift our legs right up, keep those knees nice and straight and toes pointy so that you're working your lower abs as well. Starting this combination with some side hops, so just making sure that your feet are staying together, you're nice and light on your feet, and just hopping from side to side. And then what we'll do is we're going to combine this with a hanging run, hanging using the top bar and just running with high knees. Now if you don't have the right equipment, or if you can't reach the top bar, you can do running with high knees just on the floor as an alternative. Your turn to try this one. for this set, we're going to combine Hindu push-ups with some plyometric squats. So we're going to start off hands and feet at shoulder width, and then we're going to work some nice deep Hindu push-ups. And then after 30 seconds, we're going to change it up. We're going to jump up and we're going to work some plyometric squats. So make sure you jump straight up. And as you land, we're going to keep working our way back down so that we're keeping the pressure off the knees. And any point of stopping this exercise should be at the bottom of the squat and nowhere else. Well done for getting through your workout today, guys. Let's take a moment to stretch and cool our body back down now. Comment and let us know what you thought of today's workout, and remember to hit that subscribe button to stay up to date with all the latest workouts.